Hey guys. Welcome to another episode of the Loose Screws podcast. I am Commander Chig on this first day of April 2022, and we've got a fun show for you tonight. Got the usual crowd here. For the most part, plus a nice surprise return of somebody from the past here. I think we'll start, the usual thing, kind of go around the table here and see, what people have been up to this week. I think I'll start, let's go with Commander Data. Oh, sorry, Lieutenant Commander Data.
Yeah,
what have you been up to?
I figured you'd eventually get the hang of that after being in charge of the pod for so long.
Yeah, I know.
Since an unfortunate departure some time ago. But no, I've been doing well. It's hard to believe it's been that long since we got the big expansion to Elite. Been having a good time with all the different game modes there. And been enjoying our Distant Screws 3, the on-foot planetary circumnavigation. We've been taking on. We made it about halfway around.
It takes forever. It takes forever.
Yeah.
Synthing more oxygen all the time. Oof.
Yeah, maybe not a great idea. But anyways, it's been fun.
Okay. How about you, Mr. NL Hate?
Well, I'm still waiting on my EVGA card. And I've picked up a new hobby.
What is that?
Getting too drunk too early in the day.
Why did you take that up as a hobby?
After 2020, I thought things were going to go up, and it's been 2 years, and it just hasn't.
You can only hit refresh so many times on that EVGA website before you start to lose hope, huh?
Yeah.
Turn to the bottle.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you that after 2020, we all thought 2021 was going to be such, smooth sailing. And then 2021 happened. And I don't know, the fact, I've been out of a job for a year, and the world, this weird thing where they tell us we have to stay outside all the time instead of inside. And I live in Minnesota, so in the winter that really sucked. So it's just been a really, really strange year. But really, for none of us, it's been nowhere near as strange for us as the last person on the podcast tonight. You guys are definitely going to remember this guy. He was doing this position for, God, I don't know, 60 episodes, 70 episodes, forever. And then I'll let him fill you in as to how his year has been.
Yeah.
Welcome, Commander JN Trax.
Hi, thanks. My voice might be not familiar to some, but to the old fans from back in the day, I'm back. I'm still alive. It has been a rough year. I'm not going to make the whole episode about this and everything, but as it probably is what everyone knew, I did get DMCA'd from streaming Odyssey way back in the alpha.
Which we all warned you about doing, and you did it anyways. I must say that first.
It was pointed out to me I remember it was pointed out to me on several occasions how mouthy I was about that in the lead up, and it's been a humbling experience, and I truly did not think any of this stuff would be taken as seriously as their lawyers take it. It's been really hard on my family, and my wife ended up selling the 3080 that I got, sorry, hate, to, try to make ends meet and stuff for a while while I was
paid her
away.
A good price for that.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm back. The digital ban on me using internet streaming technology has been lifted, and I am now allowed on a podcast again, and I'm allowed to sign into the game again. They have started me off with a fresh account, and I guess that's generous as far as they're concerned. But I'm not here to make waves about it. I am not, I'm not begging for forgiveness or anything. I know what I did, and I understand fully now, believe me. So, but anyway, thank you for having me back. It's been cool to see that this is all still going, and I'm not going to drag it down anymore. Let's have some fun, hopefully.
Well, really, I really wanted you back because the podcast just sounded like shit without you, refining it every week for us. And we have received complaints. I mean, the show has grown. I mean, we've got a lot of followers, but yeah, it's been a struggle without your expertise around. And I'm glad that you can now actually, use, sound equipment again, because it'll be a lifesaver.
Yeah. I had no idea they could take that away from me, to be honest. It was one of the things that I got very sassy and mouthy with the lawyers about, and that was all definitely used against me in court.
We thought you were absolutely joking when you said that you had been subpoenaed and everything else, and it was funny. I'm sorry, me, I laugh at everything, even others' misfortune, but.
It seems like a long time ago now, and it does seem a little funny. My wife doesn't think it's funny, but I get you. We'll laugh now.
As long as you've learned your lesson, mister, it's all good. So
Apparently.
So I think we'll move on from here. I mean, the next, we'll get to our first show segment here. It'll be... this will be brought to us by our usual sponsor, ever since they took that great saying as their slogan, craft singles. You don't like it? Fuck you. I love that they took that up as their slogan. You probably didn't hear about
kidding.
that. No, yeah. You haven't, you probably didn't get to watch much TV either. They actually run that on TV. It's nice that the censorship board is loosened up over the last year.
Wow.
Now we're going to go. Let me find the button for the Squadron.
So I'm sorry. The podcast is sponsored by Craft Singles.
You don't like it? Fuck you.
Oh my.
Yes, definitely Craft Singles.
And every time
you don't like it, fuck you.
Every time you say Craft Singles,
every time
we're legally bound by our sponsor.
You don't like it? Fuck you.
Every time we say Craft Singles.
You don't like it? Fuck you.
Oh my God.
So you got to be careful a little bit. And it gave us, a more, we had to up our rating a little bit because we say Craft Singles a lot. You don't like it? Fuck you.
Wow.
The only downside of that is we don't get to mention any other cheeses on the podcast anymore.
Man.
We're contractually obligated to just say Craft Singles. You don't like it? Fuck you.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Well, hey, let me tell you, from me to you, don't mess with lawyers when they tell you you're not allowed to do something.
Yes, we've been very careful. We've learned from your lesson for sure.
Okay.
Now, I got to find the sounder for Squadron update here. I'm so terrible at this. This is why we need you back.
Incoming priority message.
Squadron briefing.
No, I believe
You
this
did a
is
bad thing.
Go ahead. Man. I was going to say that this is sent in by Nurgle, isn't it? This week, Data, is that true? He recorded this for us because he couldn't be here.
Yeah. After his behavior last week on the show, I mean, we're not going to let him back on a live broadcast.
We're going to do this as a segment from now on. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
He was actually one of the first people I got to talk to when I popped back on to Discord, and he did say that he wasn't going to be able to be here on the show with me, but sends his best wishes, and I guess it explains where he went. He says this recording explains where he went. So anyway, I guess you could run it.
Yeah, I'll run it now.
So the Squadron update. Lots been going on. a year ago when we embarked on this plan, never really figuring that we were going to get this far, but it's really satisfying this week to finally have expanded into the Sol system. And not just that, but to have beaten the Turning the Wheel project there. Never would have thought either one would have happened, but here we are. And that's not even the most surprising thing that happened this week. With Odyssey and the ground combat CZs and getting to fight in some of those, we found the gateway to RAXXLA in a ground CZ behind a burned out truck stop in Burnt Corn, Alabama, which I guess probably explains why nobody found it before that. But now that the CZs are complete and we found the portal, I guess I'm going to find out what's on the other side. So, in the immortal words from the movie, see you on the other side, Ray.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah, the boy found. Well, the Squadron found RAXXLA. Really, can't give him all the credit. Yes.
So.
Haven't heard from him since.
Well, I was just about to ask questions, but maybe I'll just wait and see. I mean, is it over? Is the game over? What?
No.
What does this mean?
We'll catch up to that.
Okay.
Further in the
Sorry.
show.
Yeah. Hopefully,
right.
I become enlightened also because a lot of stuff has happened. So,
hold on.
Nope.
There's a little bit more.
Excellent.
We still are attempting to take our first expansion out of Kama. So if you do have some free time to run BGS missions for Kama.
Fucking Kama, man.
I've literally been saying that for 18 months.
I hate Kama. Why haven't we just run ourselves out of that system?
I mean, it was about a year ago that like Single Malt Scotty and Manitook and Pepper Grinder, these guys stopped running missions for us.
I remember those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that explains that.
Yeah.
They were pretty much the blood of this thing, huh?
Yeah. Without them, it's all kind of stalled out in that sector.
Well, hopefully we can talk them into coming back at some point. Maybe with tracks. They took you leaving the show very hard and kind of just decided not to even bother with BGS stuff after that. So.
Oh, wow.
Once again, everything's your fault, fucker. I mean, yeah. All right. So, moving on. Tonight's main topic. It's been a year since just a year and a few days since Odyssey's alpha launched. The 4 phases, and we figured we'd look back over the year and how this has gone. I mean, when it launched, it was going to be 4 phases. Phase 1 launched. Each phase was supposed to be about a week. Each one ended up being, roughly a month-ish, and took a while to get going. We're still waiting for console to get their crack at the alpha. Hopefully, they're saying later this year, but we'll have to wait and see. I know a lot of our console buddies are still, some are still playing, some just up and left. That's been a bit heartbreaking, but hopefully they get that soon.
I've heard that was a ghost town these days.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Still no crossplay, but what would they crossplay to? Horizons? I don't know. FDev dropped the ball a little bit on that one. But I think what we'll do is we'll just kind of work our way through the year. We'll start with just our first impressions when it did launch a year ago. If you guys remember those first days hopping into the alpha and some of the bugginess in the taxi rides and stuff like that. Do you guys remember all this stuff?
Oh, I do. I mean, that's all I remember.
The implementation of the board games in the cockpit for long rides has got to be one of the the only better implementation was CQC from the comms panel from the main game.
Mm-hmm.
Those are two.
I thought those were good ideas. I'm glad they put that in.
Absolutely. Still, there are some very long Apex transfers, even in the bubble. Sol to Ross 310, you have to sit in the adder forever.
Yeah, the jump range on those taxi ships is 8 or 11 light years, something like that. It takes a long time to move around.
Well, I thought that those long taxi rides would have for sure gotten a lot of the new players into their own ships a lot sooner. But I mean, the population of players, I mean, us, guys who do nothing but fly our ships, we go on the ground when we have to. But those that fly our ships almost primarily, we're a dying breed. It's almost all these FPS guys and, taxi jockeys that are playing. And the fact that they're willing to hop in a taxi all the way out to Hutton blows my mind.
Butt slammers.
Yeah.
Frickin' butt slammers.
The butt slammers. Oh my God. I remember that was Dubs.
Yeah.
The butts. Oh man.
Yes.
I missed you guys.
R.I.P. Dubs. Don't want to talk about that.
I called the butt slam.
Brings back so many memories.
Such memory. I'm surprised by that. I remember thinking there's no way this game is going to get overrun by FPS players, and this is like this weird tangent thing, this side thing.
Yeah, with the time it takes for you to land your own ship and get out, they're already wall running and sliding and using their grappling hook to get to a vantage point where they snipe you. 360 no scope as soon as you disembark your ship. It's really frustrating.
Yeah, if you're not playing it all the time, you have no chance on the ground. It's a terrifying place. I always said I only play in open. If I go on the ground, I am directly into solo. No chance you're catching me dead on the ground doing a mission in open.
And then the teabagging.
Wow. The teabagging. Yeah. I can't believe that it's not just a crouch. FDev actually implemented an emote for doing it. It's just, it's kind of weird.
And their love for realism in their programming, anatomically speaking, is 100% true.
Shocking.
As much as I'll say. Yeah.
Shocking. I was surprised.
Well, they were increasing the age rating for the game already, so I guess why not just throw it all the way up, and then they're free to do whatever they want, I suppose.
Well, when you think about it, like with slogans like, craft singles. You don't like it? Fuck you. With that, the ratings being adjusted, FDev took that to heart, and they really, they added some teabagging for sure. It's kind of disturbing. Anything else you guys remember from the first phase of Alpha that you guys want to talk about, or should we move on?
Let's not talk about the music.
Yeah, we'll avoid talk. Yes, that was unfortunate. I still remember the show when we talked about the music, and it was like it's all going to be this synth stuff. I think that Devoluter guy was going on and on about how it was just going to be a dude with a synthesizer. It's going to be cheesy, and then you found out otherwise.
I was right there with him.
Yep, and
yeah.
It was unfortunate. Your stream was getting more and more viewers too before that whole debacle.
It was, and I had my game sound down kind of low because we were testing everything. It was the alpha, and we were just talking, like it was sort of chaotic in chat, but the bots, they can still hear it, and I don't know. I just wasn't expecting. I mean, nobody was expecting that Timberlake produced this music.
It was a shocker.
That guy's lawyers, anyway, it's fine. It's fine now. It's all over, but it was a wild shock, and take it seriously, everybody.
Yes,
for real.
Don't joke around with lawyers. Yeah. All right.
So what, I mean, but I gotta know. I have like 100 questions. Like,
let's hear them. We'll answer them. We've still been playing. I'm up to 22,000 hours in the game. So
yeah, I mean, okay. So can we talk about the new ranks? Because like when I was in the game, there was just a couple of new elite ranks, and now it seems like things have gone crazy. So what is up? I can't even read the panel right now. I'm sitting in the game and I'm like looking, like it looks like a materials list.
Yeah, that's definitely an area of consternation for a lot of people because they went crazy. Obviously they added Exobiologist, and they had I don't know, Commando, Marauder. Then they added Geologist to the mix. Then and they just kind of kept adding these with like every patch. They'd add a new elite rank.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
what do you do for terraforming rank? What even is that?
You get these special probes that you have to shoot into different planets.
From orbit.
From orbit, yes. It's not even
Okay.
on the planet. And that one is, a lot of these, what's silly is they're kind of easy to get. That one is, you only had to do like 15 planets, which is like, why even add a rank for that? But that's the direction they wanted to go. I know Data worked on the surface to air artillery rank for quite a while, because that's one of the harder ones to get.
Yeah. Well, you just got to find a good spot to farm outside of the orphanage installations. I mean, there's a bunch of kills you can get there. Just park your Corvette.
Oh, all the ships coming and going. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the residents on the ground.
It was kind of crazy. It was the orphanage ships, though. It was unfortunate, but we do what we got to do to get our ranks. I mean, what about?
Well, they carry so many individuals.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like it was kind of their fault for making the rank based on how many individuals were aboard the ship that you shoot down.
Well, yeah, you can fit a lot more children than adults on a ship, so why wouldn't
it's like 2 to 1?
Get
like a
credit
clown car.
Kills.
They just keep coming out. Yeah.
Now, he got the station management rank faster than any of us.
Dude,
what is that about?
This is one I saw coming with them buying all these management games. I remember, like over a year ago, they were buying up all these properties for like, what was it, like the Formula One game and stuff?
Yeah.
All the management stuff. I was like, there's no way they're not going to combine this in. Yeah.
A big thing with the station management is if you're doing a land installation, if you can get one with one of the SRV tracks or the on-foot racing tracks that goes through it, because the people are coming through and they technically trigger the ads, you get a bunch of XP for that. Yeah.
So that's how you game the system. Okay, yeah, it took me forever.
So those must have come in the same update then with the SRV elite ranks for
racing.
Let's see. Yeah, SRV Racing. Well, they got all the racings, actually. They got ship racing too now. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, a big thing, what I hate most about it is it was awesome back, and it was, triple elite, quad elite, that was okay. But when it got up to 17 different elite rankings, I had to look up what that even was. And it's heptadeca elite is 17, 17. So there's very few people, right now, heptadeca elite. And a lot of people don't even consider that a thing, because still CQC, a lot of people still frown on that.
It's still in there.
Yes, it's in there. But a lot of people just go with hexadeca elite because that's 16 elites. But, it is what it is,
The icon is undeniably better, though, with 17.
I agree. It's a beautiful, and ever since I got my CQC elite and I've got my septahexa, elite, I have that decal on every single ship.
Yeah, I would too.
Why not?
I don't have any elites because they started me over. But I do still have my fleet carrier. That was a weird move. I don't really know why they still let me keep the fleet carrier.
They made you start a new account and they gave you your fleet carrier back?
Yeah, they just left it there. It doesn't have a balance on it. So let's see. It has been 4 days. So I figure I owe them like 11 million at this point, which I don't have. So anyway, it'll probably go away soon. I just don't see how I'm going to make the money to keep up with it with a starting account, but we'll see.
You come to me. I'll just transfer some credits to you. That was another nice thing they did is made it now that we can just directly transfer credits.
That's kind.
Yeah.
Okay. So sorry, I'm reading ahead in the notes because I'm just so excited. So tell me about module storage, because I see some very negative comments in here, but I was really excited to hear that it was getting pumped up. So where did I go wrong?
This is what they did. They gave us more module storage. It was like, yes, awesome. Well, yeah, but there's no organization to it. So you just get a list. You can have 1,000 modules, but it's just one long list, and there's no real rhyme or reason. There's no way of sorting it. If you're looking for a specific module, you got to scroll until you find it. And you can scroll super fast if you want, but you'll miss it. So it's
you can't see it. Yeah.
Yeah. So now that it's that case. I find the sweet spot for modules so I can find them easy is about 120. It's kind of weird.
I've actually never had more than 130 engineered ship modules. 160 items if you count the suits and the guns and the tools and them being engineered.
Right, but those are on a different menu, so it that doesn't really hinder the organizational system. I just thought it seems like such a strange move to not even have them be alphabetical or like by size or anything. Like I'm looking at a YouTube video of somebody complaining about this. It's it's nuts.
For people that have too much stuff, it is too much stuff to go through.
Yeah, I think that they did that to kind of be like the power play thing, just make it difficult, like where you always have to click to do everything. They just, instead of giving us a real solution, they just made it real hard. So we'll keep ourselves, keep a small amount ourselves. I
just add that's clicks to the equation.
Yeah. I think that's kind of what they did for sure.
Big shout out to FDev. If you guys are listening, give us the search function in the module list, please.
That would be fantastic.
And stop randomizing the list every time we open it.
Yeah. That is. They've said
I feel like that
bug,
was a request. I feel like this was a request back when I was in the game. I can't believe that isn't fixed yet.
No. Bookmarks too. They added some new bookmarks, but once again, if you pull up the list of those, it's randomized every time. You have to find your bookmark.
Yeah, like thanks for adding colored bookmarks. That's really helpful. But why does it pick a random color whenever I make a bookmark? Like that kind of invalidates the whole point of having them be colored. I don't understand.
It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy stuff in this one, for sure. One good thing, they integrated Discord directly into the game, which I thought was the best thing that they could have done. Yeah.
Now, of course, Mike, since I haven't started, I made the guys go to regular Discord to record the podcast because my starting character actually hasn't unlocked Discord in game yet. I think that's sort of a strange move, but I guess maybe I have to exit the starting systems first. Is that what it is?
Or you can actually use ARCs to buy it, which is weird because they don't think that having Discord in game is a competitive advantage. So you can either unlock it or you can pay ARCs for it. Some of their decisions are odd. So,
well, they took all my ARCs too. Apparently those don't count like real money.
Yeah, and I'm sure financially right now you don't really want to spend money on something like that.
Nope, I'm just earning them at the typical rate, which I'm glad it changed from it used to be I think it was $400 a week back in the day, right? I guess there's been some inflation, but at least they're giving us $4,000 a week now.
Well, you got to earn them. You do have to earn them in game.
Well, yeah, I know, but the capacity is a lot higher. It just seems like the prices are a lot higher than they used to be. I feel like I used to be able to get like a ship kit for, I don't know, 16,000 or something, and now it's like,
the Panther Clipper ship kit is 1.4 million. It's insane.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The Panther Clipper came out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. One huge hardpoint, 2,000 cargo capacity.
Okay. Is it okay to fly though? Because like it's, I don't know what to think. Like it has to be like this lumbering tank, right?
It's like the T9 and the Cutter had a very handicapped baby.
And you can't dock it at any stations. You can't land it on a fleet carrier. You actually have to shuttle goods from it. It's almost like a mini fleet carrier in a way. But you can fly it. The thing is it still stops faster than the Cutter, which, doesn't surprise me one bit. It's an interesting ship. I owned one and then I sold it because it cost almost as much as a fleet carrier to buy.
Right. But the size 9 fighter bay, what's the biggest ship that you can fit in the fighter bay?
You have to have the top ranks in either the Federal Navy or the Imperial Navy in order to buy the actual fighter. But you can fit Viper 3s, Eagles, both variants of the Eagle, mind you, or Sidewinders in there. but they won't let you put a hauler in there, and I don't know why.
Oh, weird missed opportunity, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Eagles and Vipers, the most useful ships.
Yeah, for shuttling things on and off your cargo ship that can't dock. That's insane. I can't believe that.
Yeah,
this is fan service.
Yeah,
I think that-
unload 2,000 cargo with an Eagle. Have fun. It's a blast.
Wow.
I really think that the fighter bay is more for personal defense.
Yeah, but why so much cargo? That's what I've been saying for weeks on end, is why give it all that cargo if it's not useful at all? And then you can get blown up and you lose all the cargo. I don't know. I don't mean to sound salty. I sound like it's a year ago.
Yeah, I know I'm coming at this fresh, but like I would have liked to see sort of the other way where the Panther Clipper was almost like the Nostromo from Alien, right? So you would actually, it would be a fairly large ship, but it would be a detachment from the cargo container. So you have this, fleet carrier sized cargo container with this detachable ship that, I don't know, carries 500 or something on board. And that fits on a large pad, you know what I mean? It'd be like docking and undocking a T9 from its egg sack. Egg sack. Awesome.
That would have been a genius idea. Maybe if you weren't in prison for breaking the law, you would have been able to give that suggestion. Jeez.
I see my old friend from many moons ago, Teflon, still throws Craig memes in the chat while we're trying to record this thing, huh?
That
never managed to wrangle him.
Yeah.
He ran out of fresh material months ago. He's just been recycling the same ones.
Yeah, that one.
Oh my God.
I think he used that one last week. God, he needs some original material.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I know. He came on the show one time, and it was such an unmitigated disaster. We told him that he can never come back. So we get multiple Craig memes at night. It's not just one anymore. I'm surprised it took him this long to subject us to one. That guy,
wow.
I tell you. We actually kept the D&D party going without you too. Your character's still a sword, so don't worry, you're still alive, still being wielded by NL Hat.
Do I still say awesome
alive,
stuff
in quotes?
Alive in quotes. Yes.
Can I ever really die when I'm a sword? I mean,
there was this one time
tried.
you got pretty close.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not for lack of trying. Okay, back to Elite. Sorry.
Let's get into
Varied
it.
off the D&D, varied off topic there. Let's see. One of the biggest complaints when it first launched was the fact that they beamed you up onto your ship rather than being able to run up the ramp. A little salt went away. They fixed that. You can actually run up the ramp now.
Oh,
but
nice.
now you got to play this weird mini game to unlock your door when you get to the top of the ramp. So that it's really
which is terrible when stuff is chasing you.
And
like unlocking chests in Oblivion.
like combined with that with the subsurface displacement mining mini game, it's really frustrating.
Huh. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's a weird move. I didn't think they would. That sounds like punishment. It sounds like punishment for asking for walking up the ramp.
Yeah.
I mean,
honestly,
is there a ship interior at least when you get the door unlocked?
let me just defend that for one moment. It encourages you to play in a group because one person can be unlocking the ship while the other people are defending you while you're doing it. So I think that's why they went that route. But once again,
point taken.
It's kind of mind-boggling that they went that way. Ship interiors, no.
Still nothing. Wow.
Not plural. There is one ship interior, and they
so every ship has the same interior.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the size of the ship. It's the same. You enter this generic kind of area, and you're in your ship, and then you enter another door, and you're sitting in the cockpit seat. So it's once again strange decision on their part, but
yeah, that's
at
weird.
least you get inside the ship and close the door behind you, and you're not getting shot anymore.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Can you tell me? I didn't know what to make of this. Why? I see my what are they called? Sorry, I've just been away so long. The superpowers. How come I have another superpower now?
Oh, the flower-shaped one?
Yeah. Don't tell me.
Yep.
You take a guess, bud. I'm sure you know.
Oh my god. So really? Like Thargoid Human Alliance. When did this happen?
When the Guardian
Guardians
AI
started
came alive.
attacking.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. No,
When-
I'm super sad that I missed this.
Guardian FSD booster got blown up. We all lost those ships. That was
Yeah.
a very, very, very salty week on the forums. It was insane. They did replace all of our ships that got blown up with a base model. So then you had to re-A-rate it and re-engineer it and everything else. But
wow.
yeah.
Okay.
So that's
so but now okay, I just don't like I'm having trouble imagining what this even means. Like, okay, so obviously there's conflict zones now, but they're with the Guardian AI, and we're like in wings with Thargoids.
yes. Yes, absolutely.
Wow.
We're in wings with Thargoids. We can communicate with them now. The Thargoid leader has been identified. His name is Steve. It was a surprise to everybody, but yeah, we're doing.
I
doing
heard when
CZs.
actually
Yep.
I saw the YouTube video where Commander Burr was predicting that it would be Steve.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how. I mean, without any inside information, I don't know how he pieced that together. He's quite a lore master.
He did piece it together. Well, he had help. I mean, Astro and Wotherspoon and all those guys. And remember, Wotherspoon and him go way back. So I wouldn't doubt, since Wotherspoon now works at FDev writing this storyline, put those pieces together.
So you think he had inside knowledge of it after all?
Oh, hell yeah. I don't know.
He had me fooled.
Yeah, he had a lot of people fooled, but he didn't fool me for 1 second. So, yeah. I don't know anything on that, on the Thargoid human thing, data that we're missing.
I'm having fun with it.
Yeah.
It just so happens that I'm really into flowers,
Well, you
Right.
you got the Xeno-botany thing going, and then you just went ham on the Thargoid thing right after that. So
yeah, collecting all the biological samples that I can.
That is one thing about having all these ranks is like now it's like there's so many possible professions, and before it was sort of like are you a trader, are you a combat, like what do you do in elite, are you a miner, and now it's like I mean, do you collect flowers,
yeah, but smuggling still sucks.
I know. I don't know. I have so many new things to try. I guess the next thing I think I probably do want to get into though is the cybernetic stuff. Like, because I don't know, my last experience with the game, we were screwing around with the Odyssey Alpha. So I'm all about this on foot stuff. I know it's old hat to you guys at this point, but like once the suits became part of your body and you were modifying your actual body, I think is all the comparisons to that old game. What was that screwed up game? Remember, it was like where you like put robots in your body.
Cyberpunk, is that what
Jack and Daxter?
Yes. Cyberpunk. Don't you remember? It was like it came out and it was like a big mess, and then everybody started whining about how video games should be finished when they are released, as if that's ever going to happen.
Yeah, but didn't FDev buy? What is that, Project Red or whatever? Didn't they?
Did they really?
I think that was a thing over the last year, and that's why they kind of started.
They probably used my
everything.
settlement money.
Maybe you paid a lot of restitution. That's for sure.
Jeez.
Well, it was all good and fine and dandy, but you forgot that a lot of that cybernetic stuff was Guardian tech. So guess what? Guardian AI comes alive, and a lot of that stuff. So you're really not modifying your characters that way anymore. So you kind of missed that.
Wow.
boat.
That's
which
right.
was
The
good.
whole thing has this very Battlestar Galactica feel to it then, doesn't it? It's like we're all now turning on the tech. We got to go biological.
Yeah, it was good though. The power creep was getting bad. So I'm glad they backed that out, and now we've got an actual enemy to fight.
Yeah, that is a nuclear option on power creep, isn't it?
Yes, just destroy it all. It's interesting.
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah,
bold
wow.
move, Cotton. Bold move indeed.
Yeah, the first time you logged in after they patched that in, you just died. You just exploded.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And very
That's
graphic.
horrible.
And
Peggy
because you
rules
did it,
be damned.
because it happened inside a
Right.
station, you were given a bounty on you, so you were transferred to a prison ship after that. So not an ideal situation.
Wow.
Pretty poor
Yeah.
game design.
Definitely. They've also added a bunch of new SRVs and SCVs, surface combat vehicles, to go with the surface recon vehicles.
Okay.
So
About time, yeah.
now there's tanks and everything else.
The SCBs can also be released from your ship from, depending upon gravity, about a half a kilometer up. So you don't actually have to land your ship in the combat. It was one of those things we had been asking for since before Odyssey, and they finally delivered. And that is even when you're on the ground in combat, looking up and seeing tanks come down, it is either, heart wrenching or heart racing. It is excellent.
The
gameplay.
physics are very impressive too. If you like, one of our favorite pastimes was to be flying towards a mountain and then have dubs in the heaviest tank version, and you drop him out of the bottom, and the crater he would form as he smashed into the side of the mountain was just a sight to behold. I'll tell you that.
Wow. R.I.P. Dubs.
Yep. Yeah. R.I.P. Dubs. Oof.
Yep.
All right.
I call it the butt slam.
Man, gets me every time. Brings a tear to my eye.
Let's take a moment to say a word about our sponsor, Craft Singles.
Craft Singles, an amazing cheese. It is processed beyond belief. If you don't like it, fuck you. It's the best cheese on the planet.
Oh, you got a longer mid-roll ad, huh?
And
When you want it on a toasty or grilled cheese with a side of your soup, it is one of the best things.
Heck yeah. So,
and we're back.
Anything else? Yes.
the bottom line, if you're just getting back into the game after a year, really what you need to be doing is mining.
Oh,
yes.
So nothing's changed.
Yep. That's the only way to make money.
You do use the
only
new
way.
SRVs and on
The
the
mining
high metal
SRVs?
planets. Yeah.
And it's hydrogen peroxide you want to go after nowadays.
It is crazy.
It comes off of the rocks.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Because everybody's trying to clean their wounds after pulling their cybernetics out.
Yeah.
Yep.
That
Makes
and
perfect
hair
lore
dye.
sense.
Hair dye's been outlawed, so if you want to change your hair color, you got to use peroxide, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. The game's full of quirks.
Yeah. So drop what you're doing.
Wow.
Go mining. And yes, get all the hydrogen peroxide, because these new SCVs and SRVs, like the speeder bike variant and stuff, they cost as much as ships. I mean, the battle tank, that costs almost as much as an Anaconda, and you don't get one free at Hutton like you do the Anaconda.
Right.
Right.
So,
When they upgraded Hutton to be a Coriolis port, I mean, I can't imagine the crowd wasn't split halfway between outrage and joy.
Well, the joyous half was sent to the outrage half because they pushed the station closer to the sun. It's right next to the main star now. In that system.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It still doesn't sell limpets either.
Huh.
weird.
Yeah.
I don't
was
think
not
I ever
aware.
knew it didn't sell limpets to begin with.
Yeah, but Norbital is
Wow.
infamous for not selling limpets.
You just have to reach out your
Gosh.
spaceship window with a mug to scoop things.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's their theory on things anyway. So, last thing, my last gripe is they added a battle royal mode where it's supposedly 200 people all in one single battle mode. But here's the thing: in great FDF fashion, networking issues, it's usually about 6 people and one drops halfway through. So it's not really a battle royal, more as a, I don't know, small gangbang, I guess.
It takes a long time to find the other person to begin the gangbang.
Oh, the map is half a planet. It's crazy. you got to set aside, an entire afternoon if you want to get a kill. So that there's that.
Wow.
You can see all the wing signals from everybody, though, all 200. So that really confuses your view of the radar. You don't know what's real and what's not.
Oh gosh, all those blue. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Needless to say, people complain about CQC being, kind of wacky and stuff, and then they put this out, and nobody really plays it because it's a mess. And do you want to hear this is the beauty too? They had added all those elite ranks. They didn't add one for the battle royal for some reason. So, they didn't give any incentive to play it. So I don't know. Once again,
wow.
you just scratch your head
true
and move
to form,
on.
I guess. Yeah.
Yes. All right. I think we can move on. I think, anybody have anything else they want to talk about? Because I know we still have a couple, things.
I would actually, okay. So it looks like they have finally added color adjustments to the HUD. But I'm just confused because they're all just different shades of orange. And I really thought, I don't know. It's like, is this what people wanted? Why is it? I mean, can't they do better than just different shades of orange?
They
what am I missing?
They just changed the label on the HUD brightness slider and thought nobody would notice. Yeah.
Yeah, but basically what they said is orange is the new orange. We're like, oh, okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of disappointing.
After you were in prison for a year, you probably got pretty sick of seeing orange, though, I suppose.
It's invisible to me now.
Oh, so that makes it real tough.
Yeah. I actually don't even know what ship I'm flying.
You can't make heads or tails of anything when you're flying right now. Damn.
I know. I've been flying around in analysis mode because then I can at least see like some stuff. But whenever I get interdicted, I go into combat mode and everything disappears.
Oh no!
Oh my God! Where's my cockpit?
No, that Control-Alt-G. That's the keys to turn your HUD on and off. Did you accidentally hit that when you got out of prison?
Oh, maybe. I just clumsily hammered on my keyboard like an ape. So I probably hit that by accident.
The fact you can't physically see orange anymore, I think I want to cancel that hunting trip we're taking together in the fall.
Yeah.
Didn't you just say you've already booked the ice fishing cabin, though? Are you going to get the deposit back on that?
Where am I supposed to go since I'm not allowed indoors?
Yeah. Well, that's just it. We have that. Hopefully by fall, President Harris will back off on some of this stuff, and we can carry on with our lives.
It's weird that we got a new president after just 1 year.
Let's not operate on a public channel like this. We'll fill you in after the show.
Yeah,
that sounds good. Yeah, this podcast isn't about that.
But moving on.
So, okay, I heard you guys mention that Wotherspoon works for FDev now. So
correct.
That's exciting.
Well, it opened a huge opportunity for Devoluter moved into doing Galnet News Digest.
I was just about to say, I could think of nobody better.
Yeah.
That's outstanding.
That's why he's not here. He's so busy doing his own stuff. But like Lave has at the end of their show, we now have access to Galnet News during our podcast each week because Devo, even though now he's because he's gotten so popular with this thing he's got going on, he still remembers the little people and gives us a copy of it every week. We get to play it first. Lave actually gets tonight's version of it on Tuesday. We get it 5 days early. It's
nice.
Yeah, a score for us, even though
nice.
But usually it's about now we jump into that before we finish off the show.
Okay.
Unless you have more questions questions you want answered, or Data or Hank have anything else that they want to go over?
I think I've bothered you enough.
No, I think I'm ready to play Skyrim. I'm getting tired of this game.
You say that every
Right on.
week, and you come back every time. Hey, you got anything?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, we'll follow up after. Here we go. I got to find the button for this, and everybody enjoy Galnet News Digest.
Devo's Super Rad Galnet Recap, April 1st, 3308. Levi Strauss, installation ousted from Federation. Famed federal space outpost, the Levi Strauss installation, came under fire this week as it was discovered by investigative journalist Barnaby Rogers that the company used imperial slaves to manufacture its goods. Levi Strauss & Company started in the 19th century as the galaxy's first major manufacturer of denim jeans. But in recent centuries, denim has become a fabric of the past, leading Levi Strauss to produce other forms of attire to continue to profit. Today, they are the leading manufacturer of inner space flight suits and tube tops. New spacecraft revealed at annual LACON Expo. LACON Spaceways held its annual Shareholders Expo this week in Alioth, when they debuted their highly anticipated new model of spacecraft, the Type 8 Luxury Transporter. The new ship, while phallic in shape, with its long hull, mushroomed cockpit, and two spherical in shape thrusters, is set to offer the most lavish aerospace experience in history. Included in its 750 million credit purchase price are two gold-plated cabins, two low-temperature diamond-encrusted toilet seats, and two servants that you may name whatever you like. Its stock frameshift drive, however, can jump only 5 light years at a time. Medical onion head side effect update. The Federation's ongoing attempts to develop a non-psychotropic strain of onion head for medicinal purposes has continued not to bear fruit. However, the ongoing testing has led them to update the federal onion head side effect list. The list now includes turret wiener, void opal testiculosis, and Marty McFlyopathy, a rare neurological disorder that causes one to seek out their own biological mother for non-paternal congress. Marco Quent reminds everyone that he is an engineer too. In a sad tale of desperation this week, unlegendary power plant and distributor engineer Marco Quent is offering to engineer SRVs to make ends meet. Quote, "No one comes here, and I'm lonely," end quote, exclaims the almost unheard of engineer. Quent's SRV mods include barefoot-shaped accelerator pedals, chrome-plated stereo knobs, and back-off Yosemite Sam mud flaps. Community goal: deliver biowaste to Denton Petraeus. Pilots Federation alert: according to Felicia Winters, the star system of EOTNCs is running dangerously low on biowaste. Winters requests shipments to be delivered to the front door of Imperial Fleet Commander Denton Petraeus. Acceptable forms of biowaste include ET Atari cartridges, copies of Star Wars Episode 9 DVDs, and old-fashioned doo-doo butter. And that wraps up this week's Super Rad Galnet Recap, presented by Loose Cruise Network, and sponsored by Mountain Dew. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to call my mother.
Good old-fashioned doo-doo butter. Always,
Wow.
always a treat to hear Devo doing the Galnet for the week. Oh my God, what a skill that kid has.
What a great recap. I very informed.
Yes.
Very informed.
It is definitely catching you up on the news of the galaxy for sure. Oh my God.
I'm about to go participate in that CG now. I didn't even know that was going on. I can move biowaste. Shoot.
Any opportunity to haul shit, you're on it. Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't think we've got anything else really. I mean, before we get Hate giving us, our sign out, you have anything else?
Oh, that's
you
right. Because you're not allowed to mention other cheese.
Exactly. I can only mention fuck you. I can only mention
even if you
craft
say the word
singles.
cheese, huh?
You don't like it? Fuck you. No, it's only craft singles. I got quick on the button there. You don't like it? Fuck you.
Oh, okay.
So, anything you want to promote? Are you getting back into streaming now that you're out of the clink, or what?
Well, I am allowed to start a Twitch account. I have to go from scratch now. But we'll see. I remember that being fun, but it's weird. I haven't had my hands on the controls in many moons, so we'll see how it goes. I'm just happy to be back in Discord and be able to chat up, see who's still here, who even remembers me. So
nice.
Anyway, thanks for having me back, though. It was really cool of you guys. Not everybody is so willing to just talk to a terrible felon such as myself.
Ty told us we had to. So anything from you, Data?
Oh yeah, man. I guess welcome back, Trax. I mean, you're here anyways. Nothing we can do about that. Yeah. Awesome job coming back.
Very nice. Any final words, Hate?
Don't fly without rebuy.
All right. So I guess we'll
classic.
We'll sign it out here. Hate, give us our beer of the week, buddy.
Jolly Rouge from Saskatchewan, Canada. Hard apple cider. It's a fine, fantastic finish. Hard to get in the States, even harder to get in England.
Outstanding.
It's a great follow-up to last week's selection of O'Doul's non-alcoholic beer.
Yes, indeed. Next week's episode, just to let you guys know, we're just going to play a recording from last year and go from there. We'll see you in the galaxy, everybody.